No thanks. No thanks. Acceptable. So we're gonna fetch a green something? This is a good matchup to start on. So I always used to joke about this matchup and how Pod could never ever lose it. So let's see if that holds true again. This matchup being the green white hate bears garbage. No offense to people who play it, I'm sure there's like matchups where it's good. It's just my experience playing against this deck over and over is that I play Pod, which is the deck with all shuffle effects against it, and I just win every match. Every single one of them. You just win. Because their cards are just bad creatures and bad permanents. So you play against just like the good cards of the format, you just don't do anything. And so it's going to be interesting for me to see if this list is crippled enough that the hate bears matter against it, or if something new, some new addition to the hate bears deck, like a further emphasis on Blade Splicer plus what's the combo? It's Splicer and yeah, I can't block here. I have to take the damage so I can find the birds if I need to. Blade Splicer, Flicker Wisp. If that interaction is something that really ups the ante. Yeah, this game could be bad. I don't really want to witness. I think I need to Finks my way back into this game. Want birds over noble, I think. I don't know if that's actually right. Pretty close to dead. Yeah, okay. Well, that is a thing that involves me having more lands in play than I think I will have this entire game. I think next turn I block both of the militants, remain at 6. Um, okay, so there's a bunch of Blade Splicers in my opponent's deck. For some reason, I just had like this brain fart moment of like, wait, you can. And then I realized it was non-angel, not non-legendary. It's like non-legendary is just like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Just like the default thing of every single card that has non-whatever in the game. Those are good cards. This is a good card. These are not very good cards. Phyrexian Invoker I don't think is very good here. Probably Shave a Witness. I don't know if... I think I want the combo, but I'm not 100%. I still kind of want one chord to get Staticaster with. That could easily be wrong. Maybe I just want Keranos. Yeah, just... Big Papa K. And then... Those are required. Faunas are good. Still have power and toughness. Cutting the Witness might be... I think Cutting the Witness is fine because I guess I'm playing against a bunch of Dried Militants. See if this is a game. See, this is the kind of stuff that, like... How do you play that deck? There's like Fiery Justice. And you could just be playing like a different creature deck that's like actually good. It can beat a Fiery Justice. Should probably play around Linvala. I think I'm supposed to fetch a duel here. Uh, blue-green? So I can cast a Staticaster. I fetched the wrong land. I was supposed to fetch a white or a red so that I can cast Fiery Justice through a Linvala. Because these are clearly things I need to worry about against my opponent's 4-card hand. Yeah, I'm gonna pay some life and be able to tutor if I want. I honestly don't even care if I get mind censored here. Like, literally just finding any other creature with Fauna Shaman off of that would be good enough for me. Interesting. Protection from Fiery Justice is definitely a thing. So I can get Keranos, or I can get Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker. What's the fun option and what's the good option? I actually think I'm just supposed to get Kiki-Jiki. I think I just play this, so it's like red, red, red. And then on my end step, I make a Spellskite token. Yeah, that's fine. Mirror Crusader is a bit of an issue. Fortunately, does not have protection from Keranos, but might have to do some work here. Yep, dead. Fine by me. Flicker Wisp targeting Spellskite. Also, I guess not great for me, because that's probably a path. So, I get a basic. This could get bad, actually. Wow. Mirran Crusader is a bit of an issue for this deck. The significant decrease in Restoration Angels may have been a part of this. Probably deserve this losing to a Mold 4 for all the trash I was talking about that deck. Almost surely, actually. Should have fetched. Okay. I'll main phase this and see what I hit. I think Ooze Sphinx is good enough here. If I get Resto Angel, that would have been a problem. I am now glad that I didn't fetch because that one life could easily matter here. Path the Ooze. Path the Spellskite. Can't. Yeah, that one life does matter. I don't know, I'm just going to do this right now. Yeah, because the way my life total is currently chunked up is I go to 13. I can take 4 hits. That's fine. Well, I know which one I'm pathing. That card is a real problem for me. The odds of some random garbage that, like, oh, Restoration Angel, like, obviously known card in my opponent's deck that they could draw step. Yeah, just take that out, get in the damage while I can. And by well I can, I mean put lethal on board even if my opponent draws a path, they're dead in 1. Good work. Put a lot of effort in, and I really tried hard, but I think I can beat the mold of 4. Uh-oh. Is my opponent board in Day of Judgment? Okay, that did not happen. Definitely want this card. I don't think I want Cord. Seaver Arc's good. Maybe I poured out a voice. I don't actually think that card's great here. Doesn't, like, my opponent's not, I guess my opponent does have spells to play on my turn. Witness is still good. Maybe Exarch just isn't good. This works for me. Like, I was thinking with the Exarch, like, you could tap a Crusader. This is fine. Path in hand is great. This game's going to get interesting. think I'm just supposed to fetch a basic every time. That's... I think it's more like that the life total matters than anything else. I do need to leave a basic in my deck. Let's play this first. Green, white, voice. Yeah, and then I pass. And then upkeep fetch. This probably gets so white red's in my hand. I don't. Do I need blue? Probably just rather get a second white source, like a green white here. I don't need blue as long as my creatures stay in play. And I need double white in case of a Linvala. That's fine by me. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Got more lands where those came from, buddy. Yeah, I'll trade for your creature. You're gonna path my birds too? Yeah, that's fine. Gosh, I have so many lands. That's so lucky. Yeah, I think I just do that. Especially because I have witness for it. Oh, I don't have witness for it because the other militants in play. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have had the fear of a path or a third uh, nonsense spell. I don't think I want to try to beat down here. I think I'm in like solid control mode. Yes, absolutely. Please, I will accept any trades of that kind. Okay, so I do this, and if my opponent puts in Mind Sensor, I path it. Okay, so what do I get now that that's happened? I think I'm just supposed to save this witness, actually. I don't really want to cast it. I think I need to get a green source. It's pretty good for my opponent. It's possible I was supposed to cast this path at some point on their turn here. I think I can take 2 hits from this. The second being if my... Ooh. Or... just play this over doing anything else because it's just way better. Let's gain a life. So let's think about this. I'm casting Path. The question is whether my opponent having a 3/3 flyer or having 7 power flyer. I think killing this is better because I can witness the path the resto. I think that's better. Not 100% sure. Probably want to get a plains here. Yeah, forest actually. I already have a white source in case of Linvala. And I actually just want to get the forest in case of ooze, number 2. Oh, that's interesting. So, 2, 3. I'm just going to make the safest place possible. My opponent doesn't have burn. I can afford to, like, do this at 3 life. It's a powerful magic card. It's maybe possible that you want, like, 2 of that effect. No need to do anything. I'm okay waiting until combat to cast this path. Just do it this way in case it's something that I completely forgot about. Okay, taking this 3 from this golem that doesn't have first strike anymore. Just stating that so I don't forget it. See if anything interesting happens here. Aether Vial is such a weird magic card in terms of what it does to these matchups. That card doesn't matter. Just pass, right? Like, regardless of which 4-drop I play, it's great. That's fine. If I get, like, Mana Tithe or something stupid, that's, like, the worst case scenario, right? Specifically, Lapse of Certainty was the card I was thinking of, because that card's gotten me before. Path targets. Nope, that's fine. Really? Okay, that's a way I could, in theory, lose here. If both of my opponent's cards are removal spells, I guess maybe I could have gone Witness here, Birds here, Flicker the Birds, but I figure the payoff of flickering to get back a anything is better. Guess I just do this here for whatever reason. That was incorrect to do there, but so I get voice and then something that gets thrown away. So I get voice, birds, leave these cards in my library, pass. Guess like I did kind of figure that one of the cards was a removal spell. Don't think anything I could have done there beat top decking a second. Make the play that I'm locked into making. I like this play. 2 creatures. Especially because one of them's Fauna Shaman, which even against Arbiter is still really good. Oh, shoot. Can I beat a Resto Angel here? I don't really think I want to think about those kinds of things. I think I'd rather just make my plays that give me the best chance of winning if my opponent's card is not a Restoration Angel. This attack, I think, is part of that. I do need to kill my opponent eventually. Yeah, I'm dead based on this pause. I think this is the first or second match I've ever lost to this deck. Oh, no. Wow. Faded it. Well, new plan. Never tap this Birds of Paradise ever. Yeah, if my opponent had a path there, they could have put me to 1 and forced me to chump with the Fauna Shaman. But I have enough action left that I'm okay with that. So I think what my opponent was trying to force in the first game was trade the Militant and then Flicker Wisp the token. Well, I don't have actual choices on declare blockers here. Day of Judgment? Yeah, that's fine. I can't think of a reason I wouldn't, or I would not company there. Or I would company main phase. This a resto? Did I leave the Exarch in my deck? So my opponent had Day and Resto there as their 2 cards? So I had day first. Just thinking about if there's a reason I would cast this. I can't think of one, honestly. I do cast it here in case I hit brick plus birds. I can like throw away the birds and give my opponent one less draw step to hit an out. Or more accurately, choose target card in my graveyard. Get my own Resto Angel. There we go. Because that solves multiple problems here. The question is, do I throw the birds under the bus? I think I'm okay doing that here. Don't really want to play this Foothills, I guess. Plays being made. I get path here. If I am allowed to, that is. My opponent hasn't ripped double removal spell again. Well, that's my land. Clear my block. That's a spell, I guess. Well, what do we hit? This has kind of become an interesting game. I have one witness left in my deck. I think I boarded it out, actually. That was a big hit. Can't attack yet. Is the Kiki Jiki still in my deck? It is. Okie doke. We're drawing to an out. That is also a very acceptable out. Oh, that costs another mana. I paid another mana. Yeah, that deck, if it ever just starts playing a fair game, it starts looking really awkward for it. That said, it does look like I'm getting close to running out of cards that actually kill my opponent. I guess my opponent has like another 3 Aether Vials to draw too. Probably the most one Day of Judgment to really blow me out here. Flicker Wisp, okay. Target Spellskite. Think I just throw away this Noble. Because otherwise that lets me die to a single Flicker Wisp attack, which doesn't seem very good. That's just what I needed. It protects me from basically every single angle. My opponent can't like draw another Flicker Wisp now to get rid of my blocker. They're now like I can attack with the Resto, so I'm not like stuck playing this long game where they're drawing to like a Mirroring Crusader. Um, I can't get Day of Judgmented out as bad as I would have been before. I will say that is a nice Magic card. Okay, worked out fine. Jeez, I thought I was gonna lose there.